Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my physical TBR. I think I underestimated just how many books I had that I haven't read. And we have a shelf behind us that are also books on my physical TBR. So let's get through these. I don't know how many I have, so I'm nervous, but let's get into it. Red, White, and Royal Blue. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. Spells for Lost Things. Maybe Meant to Be. I fucked that. Of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood. Check and Mate by Allie Hazelwood. Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. Travis. Last Chance Books. Unfortunately Yours. And The Hating Game. There is really no rhyme or reason to the books, but I'm just kind of pulling out of stacks. Love Theoretically. I have so many Allie Hazelwood books, but haven't read any. So, The Nanny. Grimm's Fairy Tales. It's like, I believe this is like a special edition or something. I got it as a gift, and I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. We have Fourth Wing. I am nervous. I'm not a fantasy girly whatsoever, but I really want to get this read. Inheritance Games. Under the Whispering Door. I don't know how to say that second word, so we're going to say The Home for Peculiar Children. Raising the Horseman. Wildwood Magic, which this book, I don't know, there's just something about the pages, the cover. I just am absolutely obsessed with this. We have the Dance of Thieves and the Vow of Thieves. I believe it's a duology. We have The Assistant to the Villain, which I believe they just came out with a second book. So now I really have to read this one. Sarah Adams, Practice Makes Perfect. My Favorite Half Night Stand, Christina Lauren. The Honeymooners, Christina Lauren. I got halfway through this and I believe I was softy enough in it, and then my cats took my bookmark out, so. Stinger. Mr. Fixer-Upper by Lucy Score. Hunting Adeline. Read the first one. Interesting. Done and Dusted. We have Love Your Life. Suicide Notes. I Fell in Love with Hope. The Way I Used to Be. Where the Crawdads Sing. This Summer Will Be Different. Anxious People. Bunny. Flawless. Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. The Troop. Love My Afterlife. The Most Fun We Ever Had. Summer Romance. Not in Love. The 7-Year Slip. We have Better Hate Than Never. The Do-Over. Mr. Wrong Number. Delilah Green Doesn't Care. Bone Gap. Emily Henry's People We Meet on Vacation. The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. We have 3 books by B.K. Borison. In the Weeds, Mixed Signals, and Love Light Farms. Beach Read by Emily Henry. E. Lockhart's We Were Liars, and Astrid Parker Doesn't Fall. Other Birds. The Body Keeps the Score. Exactly Where You Need to Be. The Perfect Marriage. Today, Tonight, Tomorrow. Bear With Me Now. We have The Spanish Loves Deception and The American Roommate Experiment. We have the 3rd book in the Natural series. I am currently reading this one, but I'm not done with it yet, so. My Roommate is a Vampire. What Big Teeth? The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I am so excited to read this, and I'll be reading this probably very soon. The Boys of Tommen series, Binding 13. I really want to get into this series, but it's huge. The font is puny, and I am nervous, but We have that. I feel like I can only just show you guys the floor in books for so long. So we're going to switch spots. And I'm going to show you some of the TBR books I have on my bookshelf. So we have The First to Die at the End. The Man from the Train. Tell Me by Lisa Jackson. We have A Slow Fire Burning. The New Girl. 7 Dirty Secrets. Lock the Doors. The Other Woman. The Dead in the Dark. They Wish They Were Us. And They'll Never Catch Us. There's 2 books in one. That was aggressive. The House Across the Lake. Lock Every Door. She's Gone. The Outsiders. The Little Old Lady Who Broke All the Rules. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. And every single book of the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. I need to get to reading these, like, honestly, because I watched the show before I read those, which sucks. I'm going to put some of these books back on the shelf, and then we are going to finish with these piles that I have over here. We are going to start with this mini stack right here. We have the first book in the ACOTAR series, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. I'm halfway through this book right now. After I Do, Taylor Jenkins Reid. Maybe in Another Life. Forever Interrupted. Daisy Jones and the Six. The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. How to Walk Away by Catherine Center also. We have the 365 Days books. It's the Mafia romance. It's on Netflix. We have Hooked and Wretched. Promises and Pomegranates. Women, Food and Hormones. After Love. The Feeling of Falling in Love. Sadie. The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. Life and Death. The Institute by Stephen King. The Outsider by Stephen King. It by Stephen King. This is a huge book. I'm probably going to start it the beginning of October and hopefully finish it by Halloween. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. We're down to my 2 last final mini stacks of books here for my physical TBR. Then we're going to, unfortunately, count up how many books are here, and I'm nervous. I've already put myself on a book buying ban. I've been on a book buying ban for a couple of months now. I do slowly, like, buy 1 or 2 books here and there when I just see one or I've heard one that's come out and it's good. So I have bought a couple of books here and there, but I have not went crazy like I used to. I used to buy 6, 7 books at a time, but now I definitely have slowed it down. But let's continue. We have Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score, the 3rd book in the Knock 'Em Out series. My piles are falling. We have Dungeons and Drama, and I absolutely love the cover of this book. I think it's gorgeous, and it looks like it's going to be a cute, simple little read. So I honestly really want to get to this. We have The Honeys, and this is another book I really want to get to. I heard it's really good. If Only I Had Told Her. If you read the first one, you already know how. If you read the first one, you already know. Going into the second one, heartstrings. The Summer of Broken Rules. How to Kill Men. Midnight Sun, which I think is told from Edward's perspective. So actually, let's check. Yeah. I am actually really excited to read this. I kind of want to listen to this, but there is a wait on the Libby app, so I might just start reading it, but it's thick, and I did listen to all the rest of the Twilight, so I don't know. We'll see. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. I got halfway through this a because I was listening to it, but I DNF'd it because I was bored. So hopefully I can get back into this. Funny story by Emily Henry. I read Happy Place and I wasn't obsessed with it. And I believe that's the one and only Emily Henry book I have read. And I wasn't blown away by it, but I do have a couple of Emily Henry books in my TBR collection. So I'm hoping to get to some of her older stuff or even this one. It doesn't matter. Shatter Me, which is a whole series. But I have the first book. This is the fourth and final book in the Natural series. I have The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret. And then there's one more book of this. It's a trilogy, but I don't have that. But I have the first two. We have The Cellar, The Lost, In the Woods, and The Silent Woods. So, the aftermath is crazy. We have a bunch of shit. Let's get to counting and see how much is really here, because I'm going to say 100 and I'm going to say we have about 110. That's my guess, 110. I feel like that's low, but 110. That's my guess. I do, however, have to get all of this off of the floor now in here, so I'm going to work on putting it back on my shelves and maybe organizing and putting some of my decorations and stuff on there. And my cat is over there chilling, but let's get 130 books back on this shelf and then some other shelves in my room. So this is pretty much what the room looks like most of the time. Has a lot going on. I have a lot of Funko Pops up there, a lot of Squishmallows. I have Squishmallows down there, there. A lot of my art supplies here. Legos. This is my favorite shelf. It's my Harry Potter shelf. Definitely my favorite shelf. Just got so much going on. It's so cute. This is a shelf full of books I've read. That's another shelf full of books I've read. These are all books that I have to read. And then these are also books right here that I have to read. And those are books I have to read. And then I've read from here on and then here. Yep, that's an overview of my shelf. Now I'll take you to the other room and show you where I put the rest of it. This is where I put the remainder of my physical TBR. These are books I want to read once fall hits. So these are more on my immediate TBR. Same with all of these down here and these ones as well. I just have those books on this little shelf that I have in my living room. And here's my cat. Oh! Hi. Come here. Rebel. So these are books that are more like on my immediate, like I want to read, oh gosh, I want to read these ones very, very soon. I'm already 50% through Happily Never After, but these are books that I want to start very, very soon.